So I was talking to my dad on the phone the other day, and I'm in a show right now. It's exciting, but it's kind of quick rehearsal process, quick shows, it's a lot of work. And I was telling him about it, stressed but excited, and he said, it's a lot of work for just these two things. I mean, seems like the kind of thing that you can take on the road. And he's always trying to help me like that. He's not in theater, he's a businessman, so he's always thinking about money, and I'm always thinking about art. It's hard to reconcile. But I said, well, we can't really do that. We wanted to have a longer run. It was talked about, you don't plan on doing a show for 2 nights usually. But one of the guys is having a baby. His wife is having a baby, and she's involved in the show also, so they'll be done. And he said, well, when's the baby due? June? As if that mattered. But that should be, anyway. June? Well, after June comes July. So, well, part of my childhood just got explained. Another puzzle piece just fit in right there. Anyway, career and moving places. I love my dad. He loves me. Shows it funny ways. Anyway. I went on a diet lately. I've been going on this diet, not intentional. It's called the stressed out diet. You're too anxious to eat anything. But the idea is, hopefully you smoke some weed, and if you're anxious enough, if you're along down the path enough, you don't get the munchies. You just keep on that, but at least you can see things from a different perspective. From inside a fog bag. That's a perspective. It depends on what kind of strain, though. The strain you're under, the strain you're smoking, whatever. So, as you can see, I've been having a couple of tough weeks. It's been a tough January, but this is a slightly stressful set you're hearing tonight. Sorry about that, but thank you for listening. Thanks. So, funny story. I had a panic attack in the shower the other day, and I had this ability to when you're in that situation, you can kind of separate yourself for a second. You're feeling it, but you're also seeing yourself doing that thing, and it's sort of like an out-of-body experience. I was like, wow. Well, this is the first naked and wet one of those. Naked, yes. Wet with clothes, yes. Now naked and wet, perfect. I've got the panic attack checklist of clothing and moisture down. I was thinking about whether or not to tell this story, but it turns out that the birthday party that this happened at, her birthday's today. So happy birthday, Marta. In 6th grade, her mom invited me to her birthday party. We all went to elementary, Catholic school. You go from kindergarten to 8th grade together. Everyone knows each other. All the moms know each other. All the parents, all the kids. That sort of thing is common. But by 6th grade, you should have your own friends. Moms shouldn't be asking for other people. But at that point, they're too used to showing off for the other parents. And invite those kids, and then we'll clean the pool, and we'll get a bouncy house, and then they'll tell their parents how cool our party was, and the barbecue is gonna be awesome at the end of the year. Catholic school, it's great. It's not scarring at all. I recommend it. But I don't remember getting onto the inflatable pool thing. What are those called? No, not the bouncy house. A much smaller version of that you float on. Pool floaty. There we go. Thanks. That's what words are for. You use them. Big round ground. Hope it'll be friends with me. Anyway, Douglas Adams, good man. So I was on the pool floaty. I don't remember getting there. It must have been a dare. This is where the out-of-body experience part. Maybe I was blacking out. I'm not sure. But the fun part is Once I got out and didn't know why anyone wasn't talking to me, but because no one knew how to comfort each other in a situation like that. The cool thing is, so she didn't want the underwear that her mother had made me lend, the clothes, because all my clothes were wet, naturally. So I got those back, but I borrowed hers. I tried to give the underwear back at school, blue with little cows on it. It's very cute, but it was all wadded up. I wasn't like, here, but it was kind of like a deal. Like, I got this for you. I brought it back. And she said, it's okay, you can keep it. Are you sure underwear costs money? My mom would be like, she wanted me to give it back. You must have a lot of underwear. Okay. Payback, though, karma payback. I got my first period on that set of underwear. So I feel like that was my future womanhood and empowerment telling me, fuck those bitches! If you get pushed in a pool, I'm not gonna be wearing any clothes. And that's the new rule. So that's empowerment, right? Yeah. You make your own, right? Right. That's my time. I'm Beth Boulay. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great night.